talking about not opening the thing because the drones are in the sky again tonight. So I don't see any around here, but it's really light here still. So she was saying they're not opening the warming center again tonight. Listen, I'll do what I gotta do. I mean, I am tired and exhausted and cold and hungry and just, I am done. I mean, it is so cold out. It is not even like a bitter chill. It is like bone chilling to the, like, I don't even know how to. They're okay, you know. My son's cuddling with his cat in the fort that he has made. So he's in there cuddling with his cat. I cannot believe that they're not going to open the warming center. Like, I'm flabbergasted that, like, not opening the warming center was an option for them when it is freaking 17 degrees. Like, I don't get it at all. Like, I thought summer was hard. Yeah, no, winter's 10 times harder. Hi, see you again. But like, I don't get it. I don't get how they can get away with not opening it. Peggy, just because I have cancer wounds on my face, I haven't shown my face in a while. My face is on my videos and stuff though. Back from when I made videos. It is freaking freezing. It's 17 degrees and the one girl just told me that they're not opening the warming center. So, yeah. Sucks. Yeah, but that's why I don't show my face. Until they heal a little bit more, I'm not comfortable showing my face. When I can make videos and like put on makeup and put on filters, then I show my face. Oh, thank you, Peggy. Or thank you, Segan. I'm sorry, Peggy. I'm just not comfortable with it until those wounds heal. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't care. Thank you guys. Segan and Funeral. I know that the one guy makes fun of me for not showing my face, but like he can all the way off because yeah. I don't know what it's back doing. Someone you can't tell what your phone's doing because it's just getting whatever it wants. Ugh, why is it so cold? Damn. No, see, and they're not. They, the girl came over to tell us that they weren't opening any warming centers, so because I only have, like, my car's on E. So I'm, like, running it very sporadically. Apparently we have drones in our skies in PA, which, I mean, I can tell you from the homeless community, we do not care. We do not care that there's drones in the sky. Like, we don't care. And so they're not opening the warming center because the drones are, there's a drone over it. Like, okay, I understand their whole safety, but like, we don't care. We would rather not freeze to death, which is what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a bunch of homeless people that are gonna freeze to death. Right? That's what I'm saying, Funeral. We don't care. Like, the last night I went over and I used the rest of my gas for the people that don't have a car. I sat in the parking lot and ran my car so that people could get in that don't have a vehicle and heat up a little bit, because I feel horrible that, yes, it's cold, yes, we are on E, but like, at least we're inside the vehicle. And we're still freezing, but like at least we're inside the vehicle. And so I used what I had left in gas to run the car last night to let people that don't have a vehicle warm a little bit. Like and I felt horrible even being like, I have to go back to where we stay, the parking lot, because you can't stay at the warming center. And just like, if I could, I would have stayed there and just ran the car out of gas. But like, so we came back over here. I'm on E, but I can still like, thank you, Segan. I can still like start my car enough to like get a little bit of heat pumping, and then I can shut it off. And the girl came over to tell me not to drive over to the warming center tonight because they're not going to be open and she knows I don't have any gas. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if they open, can you just send me a text message saying like, you know, they opened? Or if they don't open and I find a way to get gas, I'll go over, because I'll run the car and let the people that are coming sit in my car and get some heat, because it is freaking freezing out. And most of these people are intense. Like, it's ridiculous to not open the center because there's a damn drone over it, because they don't care. Hi, Barbie. They don't care. We don't care. We don't care that there's a drone over it. Like, unless the drone crashes through the roof, pretty sure that's the only way the homeless people are going to care that it's there. Like, we're good. We don't care. Yeah, Seekin, she came up because she wanted to ask too if we were going to be here, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, if you figure out gas, will you be running the car? Because there's a couple of them that live in the bridge, or like under the bridge. They'll come over and they'll sit in the car while I run the heat, because it's freezing out. Like, and yeah, so it was nice of her to come over and tell me. But also I feel bad because there's one guy that's can't walk great, and he's over there and waiting for it to open, because she said she was going to go try to help him get back. So it's just they just need to do what they're supposed to do. And I don't care what the temperature thing says. 17 degrees like is, yeah, exactly, Segan. Like we were told today that we could freeze to death in the car. So like, imagine not even having the, like, just standing outside, because I was just standing out charging the phone, which is why I'm running the car right now on E, because I'm freezing. I can't even feel my feet anymore. And that's just from standing under the stairs charging the phone. Like, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know. That's why I'm like, I've been on live most of the day, because I've been trying to get help so we can get a room. Because I don't even know what to do. Oh my god. I can't show you guys, but somebody is like right off of camera in their doing very illegal stuff, like right in their car down, like, oh my god, I can't. I don't know why these people come to this parking lot. I don't even think I can explain it without being like, without getting a van. It's somebody that has a room at the hotel doing something in their vehicle in view of all the cameras. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Right? See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and there's cameras. Like, the hotel literally tells you when you check in. You sign a thing saying that you know there's cameras. Like, I don't understand people anymore. I don't get it. Alright, well, you know, I understand, like, doing what you have to do, but, like, also being conspicuous about it, too. Like, this guy was, like, I'm sitting in my car, and I can clearly see what he is doing. And he has his window open, and, yeah, it just, I mean, I guess it's no different than the couple that likes to come and have sex in the parking lot in front of the camera. Like, I don't know. Alright, Seekin. I can't. I can't. Really? funeral? See, now. But, like, these cameras aren't watched all the time, so, like, I don't know if they're doing it because of the cameras or just because they're... We've created a whole story about this couple because, like, they come 3 times a day. So we've created a whole relationship between this couple. They're, like, having an affair, a secret affair, and he works for the... Like, it's a whole long thing with me and my son. Every time they show up, there's a new, like, little thing to the story. Like, I think we made up this guy worked for the FBI, and, like, the girl was part of the CIA. Like, it was crazy. The story's crazy. It's not the actual story. I don't know who these people are, but, like, Ray thinks it's hilarious because he listens to us tell our story about the couple that has sex in front of the cameras. Because they pull into his parking spot, and he gets so mad. The lady at the front desk just texted me. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know, but it is freaking... You're a good funeral. It is freezing out. Like, I don't know how... I don't know. What are they doing? Calling it an emergency situation because of the drones? I don't get how they're getting away with not opening it. Like, it's literally crazy. I don't even see anything in the sky over here. I wish I would, because then I would get them on video. I'm not walking over to the warming center to get it on video, though, because then the guy's going to be like, where's the car? I don't see anything above us. Like, I don't understand how... Because they're saying that the drones are, like, the size of a car. And, like, I think you would see it even from here. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know what they're... But I don't see anything in the sky. But it's also lighter over here, and there's a lot more lights, I guess. It's like in a side of town that's not really busy, so there's no businesses and stuff over there to, like, light up the sky. I didn't know today was Friday the 13th either. I didn't know today was Friday the 13th until, like, an hour ago. And then I was like, damn. My life sucks today. Because my son literally said happy Friday the 13th, and I'm like, what? I didn't know. I wasn't even paying attention to the date. Oh. Why is it gotta be so cold? We just get, like, some heat. God, please. I don't blame you, funeral. I wish I could go to bed. I'm gonna probably be up all night because it is too cold. And, like, I'm literally, like, I'm on E. So, I don't know how much more I'll be able to run the car. My son said literally the gas station is, like, literally right there. And we have a gas can. And I was like, I think the car can make it right. Because it's, like, literally right next door. But, yeah. Thank you, funeral. It is just so fucking cold. Like, I cannot with this freezing weather. I can't feel my feet. I'm waiting to see if it, like, when it gets darker, if I see anything in the sky over here, because I don't see anything in the sky. Like, I feel like we would be able to see it the warming. Well, it's 35 minutes from here, so I don't know. Probably not. I hosted 2 funeral. I'm freaking... It is too cold for this shit. Like, it is not even... I don't think I'd be able to see it from here anyway. Like, thinking about it, it's a 35-minute drive from here, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to see it. I don't know though, maybe there's drones above us too, and I can't see them because it's so bright. I don't know. My phone keeps flipping on its own because it just wants to be broken today. It's like, break me, and then it falls over. So what's going on? Oh, sorry guys. I have nothing else on here. Hey Barbie. Sorry, was it paused? Did it pause it? I don't know what it was doing. My phone is like not working correctly at all. At all. Thank you, Barbie. I don't know what's going on with my phone tonight. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's like being weird. And then it does that where it just like flies. It's like literally sitting, it's not even being touched, and it'll fly into the dashboard like it just doesn't want to. I don't know what it's doing. Even if I hold it and like so so freaking cold out. I want to shut the car off because of the gas, but like also I don't want to shut the car off because like, hello, I don't want to freeze. Thank you, Barbie, for sharing the live and stuff. I'm gonna have to shut it off because it's gonna run out of gas, and then I'm not gonna push it next door to get gas. So how are you doing today? I swear I could not get any, well, I mean, it could get any colder out, but like, I still don't get why they won't just open the warming center. I don't understand it. Oh yeah, Barbie, I get that. Literally, I was standing out there charging the phone and I was like trying not to move because every time I moved, it felt like it got colder. I used to like the cold before I was sick. I loved the cold before I got sick, and then I got sick and it was just like my body can't handle it. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Alright, I get it now. Yeah. Yep, because that, like, makes your whole body hurt, right? So, the cold would probably make it a lot worse. Yep, because as soon as you tense up, right? Because they don't even know what really, or they know what causes it, but they don't know how to treat it, right? They have no good way to treat it, at least, I should say. Yeah. I think I had a friend that had that. And they just kept putting her on more and more antidepressants, and it did nothing to help her. She's had doctors tell her it was in her head and everything before she was diagnosed. Like, yeah. It's a nasty thing when the doctors don't know what they're doing. Like, I feel like most doctors don't know what they're doing, but like, sometimes you get lucky and you get a good doctor, but I haven't gotten one. I'm hopeful that maybe soon. Be like one of those things, I'm in for it, so it should be soon. Type of deals. Like, I don't know. They don't listen, Barbie, you're right. They don't. And even when, even sometimes when you find a doctor that you feel like's listening to you, and then they talk over you because they have their own set ways that things should go, that's the worst. I can't stand doctors. I literally wait until, like, there's no other choice but to call the doctor and go to the hospital. I literally cannot. I hate doctors, and I have to see them so often. Like, I just don't. Yeah. And I haven't had a good doctor where I could say, like, besides when I was in New Jersey, my primary care was pretty good. But I haven't had a good doctor since then that, like, understands the situation and, like, has any information or treatment plans available. Yeah, it's true. It's very hard. I don't like doctors, and I think it makes it worse when they're all so horribly, like, you can go to one doctor and that guy's opinion will differ so much from the next doctor, and neither one of them will probably be right. But, like, I don't know. I can't. I've been to so many doctors, and their first thing is always, they're going to find a treatment that's going to save me. And it's because of my age, not because of my actual medical chart, but because of my age. They always go through that phase of, we want to save you. And then once they figure out that there's no treatment plan to go forward with me, it's like their attitude just changes. It's like, I don't know. They're defeated, so they start acting, I don't know. But I just don't like it. And it's not like I go in there with, like, asking them, you know, to save me. I never do that. Because I know it's not an option. I've been through, like, 16 doctors. And they all go through the same thing. Like, they all start off with, they're going to save me because of my age. And then when they find out what oncology says and all that, I love wins, they don't. There's no way forward with treatment, and then they get defeated, and they just, I don't know. Doctors just suck. How are you doing, love wins? Like, I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital today because of my breathing. Like, there's something wrong with my lung. Every time I breathe in, it sounds like a squeaky toy. And, like, I know it's the cancer. But it's hard to breathe. So I should be going to the hospital. But I also don't want to because of how much trouble they give me. Like, about my son being with me. And then they start with the, oh, well, you're not a DNR, you're a DNR. So then that has a whole conversation. Like, I've already went through the conversation. I know what a DNR is. I know it's put in my chart for a reason. Like, and then I go through that whole... Thank you, Barbie. You're amazing. But I mean it. Like, I literally... If a DNR is very hard to get put in your medical records. Like, in other words, if something happens, they won't revive me, okay? There'll be no CPR, and nothing, okay? No extraordinary measures will be taken to save my life. I understood it. I asked for it to be put in my chart. It was very hard to get them to put it in my chart. So every time I go to the hospital, I don't want to have to fight with them about my choices. It's my choice alone to not want to live on machines. Like, I feel like every time I go, they feel like I'm treated like I'm a child and I don't understand the consequences of my decision. Like, I understand. I just know what's best for me. That's it. Like, I don't know. And I'm so sick of explaining that to them that, like, I just don't even go anymore. I usually wait until it gets so bad that, like, either I pass out or, like, an ambulance has to be called because I don't want to deal with the conversation of why it's in my chart or why my son has to be with me at all times. Like, there's only so many times that I can say to the same nurses, like, we've been here before. I'm homeless. I'm his only caregiver. He has to be with me or I can't stay. Like, I can't just send my kid to go sit out in the car without me. Like, it's not, I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. Because it's like, these are the people that we put in charge of taking care of us in a hospital setting, and they just suck up here. Exactly, love wins. Well, they stop once my doctor gets there, but it's like the whole 45 minutes in between when we get there and when the doctor gets there that, like, they talk down to me because of the DNR. Like, do you not understand what a DNR... I understand. It's in my medical chart. What do you mean? We just had this conversation a week ago. I don't feel the need to have it with you again. It's my decision. Like, and I was an organ donor. I'm no longer an organ donor, obviously, because of the cancer. But, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I have to fight for, like, my choices. And again, with my son, same thing. It is my business. And as long as he is sitting quietly, and he's been in the hospital with me every single time, so he knows, like, how to behave. He does not run around or play with things, or he's 15 years old. He sits on his phone and watches videos. Like, it's not, they're just, I don't know. I would understand if I was being taken into, like, intensive care or something. Then absolutely I would understand. There's rules for safety of other patients. I would understand that. But it's not usually that situation at all. Right? I wish that was an answer up here. Love wins. It's not. I've tried that before. Like, listen, you can just talk to my doctor when he gets here. Because I feel like if anyone should explain it to him, it should be them. Like, they can talk amongst themselves and figure it out. But, like, it's just always the same couple of nurses that are, like, super judgy about the whole situation. You know, like, I don't know. So I don't go unless it's, like, no other option. Oh, I know that, love wins. I know that. And my doctor has said as much, but, like, it's my age. And I get that. Like, I'm only 40, so I get them wanting to, like, save me or whatever. But, like, you can't. The cancer is everywhere. Like, I'm not being saved. Like, and the fact that I have to, like, get that across to them every single time, it's, like, ridiculous at this point. And it's the same hospital. We don't have many hospitals up here, so it's the same hospital. The medical chart is there. Like, they can read. I just don't know. It just sucks. So I don't go unless, like, there's no other option. Like, I woke up today, not woke up, but, like, I was sitting here and I didn't feel right. And every time I breathe in, it sounds like a squeaky toy in my lungs. And I know that I need to call the doctor. But, like, just the bad experience that I had last time, I don't want to call him because I know what he's going to say. He's going to say I need to go to the hospital. That it could be pneumonia and I need to go. And I don't want to go. So I'm not calling him. I thought about calling him earlier when it was starting to get cold, and I was like, well, if we're at the hospital, at least we're not sitting in the car. But then I'm like, I don't really want to have that argument of why my child needs to be in the room. I just don't want to do it. Because, like, last time they tried to make me leave him in the waiting room until the doctor got there. And I'm like, no. I'm like, all right, just sign me out then against medical advice because we're not doing this. Like, I don't know. It's just too much of a fight. I'd rather, like, pray to God that someone helps us and we can get a room and call the doctor and tell him that that's a symptom and I'm not going to the hospital. Because, yeah, they suck around here. I don't know if it's just the area. I don't know. Did you guys hear that? That guy just yelled from all the way across the parking lot. I don't know what he's yelling about either. Yeah. He's very angry. I don't know what he yelled, but he yelled from all the way across the parking lot. Angry people. I was going to say something, but I realized TikTok would probably ban me because it was the guy that was doing this stuff earlier. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you get when you do that. But, you know. Angry people. Oh my God, I gotta say the right, where are we? That's what I'm saying. He's all the way across the parking lot. That's how loud that was. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what he said, but he's very angry. Because he, like, threw his bag off the balcony and screamed. Yeah. Well, it's Friday night, right? So, yeah, this parking lot's gonna get very interesting tonight. These people are another level on the weekends. This is how you can tell when a guy yells in the parking lot. The one guy that lives here, like he's a permanent stay, he always comes out anytime any male yells now, because he knows that me and my son are here alone. So he like comes out and he's like, "What are you guys doing? Are you alright?" He just came out. Hello, sir. Oh, you mean the thing I couldn't find? Thank you. Sorry, guys. He brought a face mask for my son to wear. Because I have gotten him like a mouth mask thing. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry, Barbie. It'll be alright. I bought him a mask that goes over his mouth and nose for when he's riding his bike. And Ray just brought out one that goes over your whole lower half and top of your head from nowhere while he rides his bike. Oh, thank you, Army. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cry. It's been a hard week. And like, I've just been sick and like, it sucks. I appreciate it though, Barbie. I do. I appreciate you being in the lives and like being so supportive and stuff. It's amazing. Today I was so aggravated. I was like, I want to go tell my ex that like, alright, it's your turn. Like, I want you to figure it out for once. Thank you, Barbie. It just wasn't so cold out. It sucks. It just sucks. This whole situation sucks. Like, it wouldn't be so bad even if they were opening the warming center tonight. Or if I had freaking gas in the car. Like, it wouldn't be as horrible as it's gonna be. It just sucks. Like, God needs to turn the damn heat on so that we're not freezing out here. Enver. How are you doing, Enver? Ooh. Did he come in and leave? Very random. That's the guy that I know from New Jersey. I thought he was going to stay in here for a minute and at least say hi. Hey Thompson, how are you doing? That's good. Are you doing anything good tonight? I mean, it is Friday night. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, Tom. It's probably a good idea. It is really cold out. I'm probably gonna light the car on fire later to stay warm. Oh yeah, no. You can keep the rain over there. I'm good. We had rain for like 4 days. I'm good on the rain. We're good. Yeah, it's like we're sitting at 17 degrees, so we're good. And they're not opening the warming center tonight because there's a drone in the sky. So we're good on the rain. We don't need that. That's a big mess that he gave him. Damn, I would kill for 32. Yeah, I'm in PA, so they were in New Jersey. Apparently, they came to PA and they're sitting over the warming center, or one of them is sitting over the warming center. And, yeah, so they're not opening the warming center. Even though I told the guy, like, we do not care about the drone. Like, none of the homeless people care about the damn drone above it. Unless it crashes through the ceiling, us homeless people do not care. We're just trying to stay warm. And, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're not opening it. So, there's that. Which, I thought they would open it last night, and when they didn't, like, I used all my gas to, like... No one knows, Thomas. Haven't you watched the news? They're all over New Jersey and Pennsylvania and New York. We don't know why they're there. Nobody knows who they belong to. It is, like, the weirdest... Somebody said they came out of the ocean. Somebody else said they came off the shore. Like, it's a whole thing. Yeah, if you just look up New Jersey drones, you should get a bunch of videos on TikTok. But, like, nobody knows who they belong to or anything. Or why they're up there, or what they're doing. Like I said, us homeless people do not care if the drone is there. Unless it crashed through the ceiling while we're inside, we don't care. It is too cold to care. So, because last night they didn't open it either, because they stated the same reason last night, but last night I had gas, so, well, I had a little bit of gas, so I brought my car over and I just let people sit in my car while we had it running, because with the heat blasting, because it's so cold out that, like, people are gonna die because of this weather. Like, it's not even funny at this point. And I don't know, they could just open the warming center. It would be so much easier. But yeah. No, I don't have any gas right now. I'm on E. I have enough to get to the gas station. I was running it a little bit before, but I'm afraid to turn it back on because if I run out of gas, I'm kind of stuck. We're not. Well, I'm not. My son's in a fort blanket. He's got all his blankets. He'll be alright. Me, on the other hand, I'm just, yeah. And I gotta get out to charge my phone in a little bit, so. I do, Thomas. It's linked. It should be pinned right, like, in the middle of your screen. It's just my name. Sorry, this guy literally gave my son this mask, but he sprayed it with perfume. Like his cologne, not perfume, his cologne. That's so weird. You're giving a gift to a kid and you spray it with cologne. Ugh. Can you tell that I'm hypersensitive to smells? Like, he literally was sitting there, I'm like, what is that smell? Just need God to turn the heat on for a little bit. Like, just, you know, a little bit. Ooh. It's cold. The one good thing about it being cold is I've had this same soda for like 2 days and it's not getting warm. How's everyone else doing? Thank you, Thompson. I will. I'll get gas in the car and then it'll keep us warm tonight. Hi, Jenny. Could be better. It's a little cold out. You were homeless for 2 years, Thompson. How did you do it? Thomas. I don't know why I keep saying Thompson. I'm sorry. Thomas, how did you do it? Because we've been homeless since June and yeah, not doing good. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. We're not at all doing great. Like, I don't think I could do this for 2 years. Like, I don't. I think it would be easier, like, honestly, if it was just myself, but because it's me and my child and our cat, and like then dealing with the fact that like my husband just walked out, like It is not. Oh, I believe you. It is not for the faint of hearts, that's for sure. Hey, funeral. Yeah, Thomas. I think that's like the worst part is like having my child with me. And not, him himself doesn't make it difficult. It's just the fact that like him being in the situation makes it harder. Whereas like most days, if it was just me, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't care. He's doing that. I don't. Literally, I wasn't even touching it, and it was flying away. You're alright, funeral. Like, and then the fact that him and the cat like make their pillow forts and their blanket forts. And like we have the trunk like sectioned off so that he could sleep in there, and all our crap is on the seat. Like it's hard. Because he's like in the trunk area, and like all the stuff is on the back seat. I can't lay my seat down at all. It's just difficult. And that's some girl texting my son on Snapchat because it's logged into his Snapchat, and she is going crazy texting him. I want to log out of his Snapchat so it stops vibrating my phone. Thanks, Thomas. He's 15. 15. Wish he was a little bit older, so like wouldn't have to deal with everything. Yeah, at least he's not a baby. Like that would be horrible. I don't even know if I would survive that. He has a janky ass caseworker that like does nothing to help at all. Like literally comes, sees that we're sleeping in the car, and is like, yeah. Like this morning he said, well, you know, he's getting straight A's in school, so that's the only thing we're concerned about. And it's like, so you're not concerned like if we freeze to death in the car? Like that's not, nope. We're concerned with him getting straight A's and like making sure he's logging into school. Like, I've literally just asked his caseworker to, like, point me in the direction of a landlord that will take the money from the program or, like, not worry about my credit score, because those are the two issues that I always have. Thank you, Angel. Those are the two issues I always have, is, like, one, my credit score is low, which I tell them right off the bat, like, my credit score is low. It's crap. It's in the garbage because of my car. My car is the only thing on my credit score. But I've never had a credit card or a loan or anything, so I didn't have good credit to start with, so the car just wiped it out. And, like, that's the first thing I always say is, like, my credit's no good. But I have an income to pay rent. Like, if I wasn't, like, I could pay the rent. The hotel's 3 times the amount of the rent that we would pay. Like, it's crazy. We're in the car, Sonny. What do you mean what happened? It's just a loan. It destroyed my credit for the car because I had paid my Equinox off. Thank you, Thomas. Much appreciated. And you stay warm too, since that's what you're trying to do tonight. It's just the loan of the vehicle was so much that my credit's just in the crapper. Like, I paid off my Equinox. I used that money when that car got totaled by a box truck hitting it. Which is a long story, long painful story. When the box truck hit it and it was disabled and they totaled it out, the money that came from that went for the down payment for this. The loan was twice as much as my Equinox. So even though I had a down payment, it didn't matter because, you know. And now that that company is being sued for, like, taking out loans and selling cars that are, like, not worth as much as the loan. Like, it's a whole thing. So, yep. I make my car payment. I mean, that's not... Kind of sometimes wish I didn't have to, but I make my car payment. Because God forbid, I don't want them taking my damn car. But the whole... Like, there's a whole class action suit against the place because they were giving out loans that they shouldn't have been giving out for cars that weren't worth what they were saying they were worth. But, yeah. So, that's what's on my credit is just the car. The car, and I think there's one hospital bill on there. That's like $2,000. It's not even that much. It's a 2015 funeral. And I paid $38,000 for it. Less than a year ago. Like, the down payment, and I still owe $25,000 on it. Like, yeah. Which is where the class action suit came into, where, like, they're giving out loans to people and they're, like, doubling the price of the car to, like, for people with poor credit. It's so stupid. Credit acceptance. If you look them up, it's all over the internet what they were doing. But, like, at that point when I had no choice. I needed the car. So, like, I would have signed anything and paid anything for the vehicle because where we live, there's no way you can be without a car. And at that point, I had my husband's income. So it didn't, like, I could pay the car payment and the rental and everything and not have an issue. But, yeah, I don't know. It's freaking freezing. So cold. Yeah, that's how they got us, was, you know, if you wanted the car bad enough, you would pay anything. It's a good car. I mean, it'll probably last a couple more years, at least. But oh no, funeral. I'm sorry. Does that mean they have a solution, or you just gotta go for another visit? I would have to go charge my phone in a minute. I hate going out there. It is so freaking cold. Oh, well, hey, at least they have a solution, right? I mean, I was just saying earlier, I should be going to the hospital because every time I breathe in, it sounds like a squeaky toy. And it's probably pneumonia again, which is great that I'm sitting in the cold. Oh, you're fine, love. But, I should be going to the hospital, but I don't want to go argue with the nurses, so that's, like, I don't want to do it. It's like, oh, Jesus, that noise is, like, driving me nuts. He has my life insurance, and his sister would take care of him at that point. He would actually, as sad as it is to say, he'd be in a better position with, like, if something did happen to me. I'm worth more to him dead. Almost. Like, money-wise. Not, like, obviously. But, yeah. Because I was lucky enough that I was young enough when my brother passed away from cancer to take out life insurance before my diagnosis. So, I have quite a bit of life insurance. Yeah, no, I get that. But, yeah, no. I know the symptoms of pneumonia. I can tell you almost guarantee that that's what I have. And all they do is hook you up to fluids and antibiotics, like, and then they keep you in. And they do the nebulizer treatments. But I can't bring myself to deal with them. Like, I'll call the doctor, I'll ask him in the morning to call in an antibiotic, and I'll tell him, like, the symptoms. And I'll tell him that I'm against going to the hospital. But, yeah. It just sucks because, like, being out in the cold is obviously not helping. And I just don't want to fight with them. Or argue my point. Like, last time, the whole argument over the DNR is what really got to me. Like, them telling me that my choice was not okay was what really pissed me off and, like, made me not want to go back. Because you don't get to say that to me. You don't get to say that how I choose to die is not okay. Like, it just aggravates me. I just think that doctors and nurses shouldn't be so... Well, I'm going to say nurses. It wasn't a particular doctor. It was nurses. Shouldn't be so in your business when a doctor's already signed off on everything. Hey, Tanya. That was kind of my point. Like, I don't know. The nurses shouldn't have a say in... I think that them questioning the DNR and, like, my choices, and then, like, debating religion with my son. Those are the two things that, like, I cannot deal with that again. I just can't. My son is very religious, and he's very into God's will, and, like, God will make it happen if it's supposed to happen, like, type of deal. I, like, hit my glasses earlier, and I cut my face open, and I don't know how, because there's no sharp piece on my glasses. So I don't know if, like, hitting the glasses is what cut it open, or it's a new sore cut. Like, I don't know. It hurts. Every time I move my head, my glasses hit it. Oh, yeah. It's cold. Start a bonfire next to the car. So how's everyone else doing tonight? I think my feet might have fallen off. I'm kind of like watching my percentage with like fear, because to charge it I have to get out and go under the stairs, which is, I don't know who thought like we should make the stairs out of concrete so underneath them is even colder, and then we'll put an outlet there for people to use, because it's a good idea. And the cave of like spiders and crap that are under there. But not at all put a plug above. Oh, congratulations, though. It's good that she graduated. I know what you're saying, though. Like, did she stay home for college, or she went away for college? Oh, well, that's, I mean, the quintessential college experience. Oh, yeah. I can imagine. I said that the other day because we were talking about my son's future, and I went to school. I went to a very expensive school, and I got good grades. I graduated. I had a good job before the cancer. Like, so it's just so, like, weird to, like, try to talk him into going to college, or because he doesn't see the advantage of it, you know, like, and I can't say, well, I went to college, because what's the advantage of that? I'm freaking sitting in a car homeless with no money. Like, I went to college. I paid off my college debts. Like, I was a lawyer, Jenny, in New Jersey. I did law, mostly contracts, but yeah, I had a good job. And then I got let go because I couldn't remember things, and I had to tell my boss about my diagnosis. It was bad. Yeah. I loved it. I mean, I loved every second of it, and I would do it all over again. But the problem is I can't convince him to go to college because he just doesn't see the advantage of school. He hates high school, and trying to tell him that college is a good thing, he's like, you don't need a college degree to do most of the stuff that he wants to do, which I understand. I don't know. I just feel like I was raised in a way that you went to school, you did good, you got a good job, and then life was going to be all right. But yeah, he can do a trade. He's amazing, and I think that he could do whatever he wanted to do. But I also think that he will not go any further in school than high school, because he has said that it is a ripoff, it is a joke, just a whole bunch of stuff. Which kind of hurts my heart a little bit, because I thought that I instilled in them college was a good thing. I don't know. Because I wanted both his sisters to go to school, and they did not. They totally refused. I don't know. I don't know, because the other day he was talking about wanting to be a cop, and I'm like, not in our family. But no, I was just joking. But, like, yeah. And then he was talking about military and other stuff, and I don't know. He's only 15, so there's time to, like, change his mind on the whole college thing and try to get him to go to college. But then again, he's not wrong that it puts you in debt and doesn't really give you a head start if something bad happens. Can't deny that aspect of it. Yeah, the military. Yeah, believe me, he's talked about that a lot because a lot of the guys that are in the area and that, you know, he talks to and stuff are all Marines and stuff. Most of the people on the streets out here are military related some way. So, yeah, he talks about that a lot. And he sees, like, the good side and the bad side of that, too. So, I guess he's a very level-headed kid. I thought he was going to be like a preacher, because he will fight some religion with you all day long. He will argue religion with a person. I listened to him the one night argue with the nurse for like 7.5 hours about religion and respecting everybody's religion and letting God do his thing and not interfering in God's work. Like, the kid is very religious. I'm not. I don't know where he gets it from, but he's very religious. Yeah. I'm not. Listen, he's a Jehovah's Witness. He follows, like, so many rules that I honestly don't follow. I don't have the willpower to want to follow those rules. Like, but good for him. I mean, he's his own person. We had him baptized as Jehovah's Witness, but I thought that none of my kids would follow their teachings or their rules. But he's very strict he follows the rules and believes that God will provide a way. Like, I don't know how many times a day I hear him say, Mom, if we're supposed to get a room, somebody will help because that's the way God's providing a way right now. And you need to trust that. I'm just like, okay. Like, if that's what we believe. Or like him saying that going to church on Christmas Eve is the only thing that matters and that presents and stuff wasn't a big issue. That type of thing. Like, church is his major outlet right now. I thought he would be a preacher. Like, he enjoys it so much. I don't know any other 15-year-old boy that would enjoy a religion like he does. I'm dreading this. I'm gonna have to get out and charge my phone. I've been, like, dreading this for, like, the last 10 minutes because I'm looking at the percentage. I'm like, if I let it get too low, that means I gotta stay out there longer. I don't want to do that. Maybe. You never know. He does. He adamantly believes that God will provide a way for everything. No, we didn't get snow. We're at 17 right now. Jenny, we're supposed to go down to 15. So, it's fucking freezing. I, like, literally keep looking over to where I have to walk to charge the phone. I'm like, I'm trying to debate on, like, how much it's worth it to have a phone that works. Because it's freezing. Like, just sitting in the car, I can't feel my feet. So, like, to get out and walk over there and stand in the cold, like, I don't know if I got it in me to do it again. And they're not opening the warming center because of stupid drones. Like, I can't. They didn't open them last night either, and I don't get it at all. Like, just open the warming center. None of us homeless people care about a damn drone. Like, we don't. We truly don't care. But, alright, I'm gonna go brave the 17-degree weather and charge the phone, and then I'll be back on, guys. So,